Hi, little stars. Gather round, gather round. It's time for magic, mystery, and so much fun. Welcome to Crackup Factory, the happiest storytelling place in the whole wide world. I am so excited you're here today because we have an extra special, extra magical story for you. Are you ready? Today's incredible tale is called Ada and the Whispering Baobab Tree. Deep, deep in the heart of the Nigerian savannah, where the tall grass sways like golden waves in the sunshine, stood the oldest and wisest tree in the land. It was a mighty baobab, so thick it looked like a giant house, and so ancient it was older than anyone's memory. The villagers didn't just call it a tree, they called it the tree that remembers. And right at the base of its enormous roots lived a bright, curious, and wonderful girl named Ada. Ada was so clever and so brave. She was always asking big questions, the kind that made the grown-ups smile and playfully shake their heads. She wanted to know why the sun was so bright, why the moon changed its shape, and why the birds sang a different song in the morning. Every single evening, after she finished helping her family with chores, Ada would go and sit under the giant baobab. She would lean against its warm, wrinkly bark and tell it all her secrets, her dreams, and her funny thoughts from the day. It was her best friend. But one sunny afternoon, something absolutely unbelievable happened. Ada was telling the tree about a silly goat that had tried to eat her mother's favorite headscarf. When suddenly, the tree answered. But it wasn't with words you could hear with your ears. It was a whisper, a soft, ancient, wise whisper that seemed to float on the wind and tickle her heart. Ada. The land listens to kind hearts. Ada jumped back, her eyes as wide as saucers. Whoa! Did you just talk to me? She whispered, her heart thumping like a drum. The baobab's bark began to glow with a faint, gentle light, and its huge branches swayed gracefully, even though there was no wind at all. And again, the whisper came, a little stronger this time. Our land is hurting, little one. Someone must help heal it. Ada, being the brave girl she was, wasn't scared. She was curious. Hurting. How? What can I do? She asked the tree. The whispers guided her, like a secret map only she could understand. They led her away from the village, deep into the bush, to a place she hadn't been before. And there, her heart sank. She found a dried-up stream. This wasn't just any stream. It was the village's main source of water, where everyone came to drink and play. Now, it was just a dusty, cracked line in the earth. The nearby animals were coughing, the ground was thirsty, and back in the village, the children were crying because there was no fresh water to drink. Ada felt so sad, but the baobab's whisper returned, giving her strength. Clean the stream, child. It rustled through the leaves. Remove the stones of selfishness. Ada looked closer at the dry stream bed. She saw what the tree meant. Over time, people had been careless. They had blocked the flow of the water with trash, broken pots, forgotten tools, and big, heavy stones. They had only thought about themselves, not about the stream or the others who needed it. Without a moment's hesitation, Ada ran back to the village. She gathered everyone, the children, her friends, the elders, everyone. She explained what the Whispering Baobab had told her and showed them the sad, dry stream. Inspired by her courage, the villagers all started to work together. They cleaned, they dug, they pulled, and they lifted. Little hands and big hands worked, removing every single piece of trash and every heavy stone. It was hard work, but they laughed and sang as they did it. And then, whoosh! A trickle of water appeared, then a gurgle, then a rush. The water burst through, flowing freely and happily once again. The children cheered and splashed in the cool, clean water. The elders clapped and danced with joy. And high above, the leaves of the great baobab tree shimmered in the sun like 1,000 tiny emerald stars. That evening, as the sun set in a blaze of orange and pink, Ada returned to her special tree. A gentle whisper wrapped around her like a warm hug. You listened, Ada. The baobab sighed happily. And because you listened with a kind heart, the land can breathe again. Ada smiled, her chest filled with pride and happiness. From that day forward, the villagers gave her a new name. They didn't just call her Ada, they called her Ada, the ear of the earth. And the moral of our magical story today is this: when you listen to the world around you with kindness and an open heart, you will always hear what needs to be healed. And even the smallest person can make the biggest difference. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful adventure at Crackup Factory. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that little bell so you never miss another story. Until next time, stay curious and keep listening. Bye, little stars.